you so much. And thank you for giving me the space and time to be here today. And I also want to thank everyone who's here and, just to learn about the twin flame. It's such a powerful dynamic and connection. And I've found that just in the past 6 months, there have been more and more people who are curious. And I think the reason why is because we're having more and more unions than ever before. So with that being said, I will go ahead and start if everyone's okay with that. I'm just really excited because I'm going through my own journey as well. So it speaks near and dear to my heart. So the twin flame dynamic is when someone, either in this lifetime or in another lifetime, has a piece of your soul and you have a piece of theirs. It's a dynamic that is almost as old as time itself. And in each life, the goal is for there to be union. So with that being said, and I talked about how the new era that's happening right now with our collective consciousness, in the past, there weren't as many twin flame unions in the same lifetime. A lot of the times, the twin flame union would be with a spiritual perspective only. So you would have them as your spiritual guide throughout your life, but you'd never meet in a human form. Well, now what's happening is these unions are being allowed to come forth. And the twin flame it's like you meeting yourself, you understanding yourself. And whenever you meet this person in real life, you are able to see all the things that are within you that you don't want to see. And the same goes for them as well. So really powerful, really triggering, and this sparks a evolution in your soul. So I would like to talk a little bit about what happens when you meet a twin flame. What can you expect? So when you meet the person in this life that is your twin flame, you instantly have a very deep, passionate, and intense connection. This person doesn't have to be a partner, a romantic partner. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be someone who's just around you in your life. But from the moment you meet, a flame within you starts burning. And the same goes for them. So what you can expect is really intense connection from the beginning. You feel inseparable. Whenever you meet them, you start to awaken in consciousness more. And the reason why is because your union with this person is for you both to evolve to your purpose in the lifetime. So that means that it's not all happy endings. It's not all glitter and gold. It's really a personal growth experience for both of you. So what's very difficult, because I think, I feel like a lot of people are familiar with the term soulmate, and that is actually a completely different dynamic. And I wanted to differentiate between the two. A soulmate is someone that you have signed a soul contract with in this life to have a bond, to have potentially a marriage, a relationship. And by being together, you are supporting each other. So this is someone who is typically who you get married to, or who you have a very comfortable connection with. It's still intense, but it's more comfortable. So if you're having a bad day, you come home, this person is supporting you and you can lean on them, vice versa. It could also be a friend who can be your soulmate as well. Someone who, no matter what happens, they're going to encourage you to be okay. Whereas a twin flame dynamic is when you are each pushing each other. Now, I don't always mean that you're pushing each other through your words, through your speech, but when you're around this person, you're automatically wanting to focus on growth, on change, on transformation, and the self, the self growth and powerful expansion of who you are. So a lot of deep personal work is involved with meeting this person. And they might not have to do anything besides just exist in your energy for you to start this shift. So, it's such a sacred thing to meet this person, but it's also such a powerful and unsettling thing to meet this person. Because when we talk about union, typically in relationships, we talk about a union that is a bond and it's like you're sacred partners and you allow each other to be themselves. And that can come to a fault because sometimes you can enable your partner, your connection to stay in bad habits or old habits, to stay in negative beliefs or belief systems. And that's beautiful to have someone who accepts you. But the twin flame is about having someone who allows you to continuously evolve. So a lot of the times with the twin flame connection, there's a period of intense bonding and being together. And then after you have started your self-growth journey, your evolution, and your reaching your potential, there's a repulsion happening. The reason why that starts to happen is because unless both people in the twin flame connection are both continuously evolving and growing and finding their purpose in this life, it automatically is like if you were to put two same sides of a magnet together, they're going to pull apart because that person hasn't put their decision, the connection itself as the highest priority. And that's not necessarily to a fault, because sometimes we meet our twin flame in person in a lifetime, and the lesson is to walk away from that person because that actually triggers them working on themselves and finding themselves in this higher consciousness and awareness state of living after that's been pulled away from. So there has been a lot of dialogue around twin flames being your one and only, your has to be with them if you meet them. And that's just, it's not true. It's really a divine timing situation, because you could have, say that one of you here had met your twin flame already and you met them at a very young age. Well, neither one of you were in a position to find your higher purpose at a young age, and there was an intense passion, and then you disconnected. The universe separated you so you could come back later. What's really fascinating about this connection is that even though you could be away from each other, you could be countries apart from each other, everything that you do that goes towards your purpose and your spiritual connection affects them on the other end of the world. So as you are shifting, they can feel and also start to shift without you even being in the presence. And this can also happen if you've not met your twin flame in this lifetime and they are in the spiritual realms or another place. While you're evolving, they're evolving too. The whole purpose of a twin flame connection is for you to reach your highest state of being. It is not that you come together forever, because you are always together, but just not sometimes physically. So it is one of the highest states of partnership, a soul partnership that you can have. And when you meet this person, whether it's in dreams or visions or in this real life, you will never be the same once you remember them. Yes. So I think that what I'd like to talk about now is advice for if you were to meet this person, or if you have met this person, or if you're going through a situation with someone that you think could be your twin flame. One of the highest forms of advice, which is really hard, especially because our relationship dynamic right now, through our cultural, religious, and political views, is to attach to a person. So you feel like unless you're with them and you give to them, then you're not complete. The goal of this twin flame union is to understand non-attachment. So it's the ability to understand that even if you aren't with a person, that does not mean that you're not complete, but it means that they're always with you, just not in the sense that your ego attaches itself and you become codependent. So it changes the whole paradigm of how we view relationships and how they should be. And that's very tricky because, if we've had years and years of believing that relationships should be a certain way, the twin flame union is here to break that. It is the ultimate journey to self. Even though you have such an intense bond with this person, you have to remember that your self and your growth and your expansion is the most important thing to the union. So advice for you is, if you meet this person, know that even if you feel like you should be together, you have to understand your boundaries, your self-worth, your morals, and your values. Because at the time you meet them, or if you meet them in this lifetime, they may not be healthy for you. In some ways, there have been a lot of twin flame dynamics where it becomes abusive. Not on purpose, not that it's intentional, but it becomes abusive because you feed off of each other's triggers and each other's trauma. And sometimes the best thing is for you, again, to pull away. So it's so tricky to actually meet your twin flame, because you will learn by being with them, whether or not you're meant to stay with them in this life, what you want, what you deserve, and what you need, not only in a relationship, but in any correlation to any situation. You learn how to love yourself. You learn how much you want to bring to this earth, and you learn what your mission is in life. There is another situation that is probably the best possible situation when it comes to twin flame, and that is you meet them and they are also on a period of growth and evolution, and they have learned all of these lessons, the lessons that tell them what they want in a partner, what they want for themselves, what their purpose and mission is. If you were to meet them and you are both in that position, then more than likely your missions are supposed to collaborate with each other. So if you've met someone who is on the same path as you and has the same healing that has been done and knows what they're supposed to do in this life, then you come together and that forms an ultra flame that ripples out and changes everyone around you because of the union. So it's one of these magical, powerful bonds. And it's really just about you understanding, again, the non-attachment, the boundaries, but also for you both to grow. And that is the union, not physically being together unless that last scenario is there, but that you have a union that withstands physicality, that withstands time, and withstands ego.